It's the sound of suburbia, a leaf blower in a nice neighborhood. But it was also the trigger for the latest in an epidemic of senseless shootings. It happened in the Chicago suburb of Antioch. Police say a 79-year-old man was so upset over his neighbor's loud leaf blower, he shot him dead. 59-year-old William Marty's body was found in his neighbor's driveway.
A gas-powered leaf blower like this can create over 90 decibels of noise. That's enough to damage eardrums. In fact, many cities have banned leaf blowers like this because of noise. But a motive for an alleged murder? That's got many people asking, what is going on?
Dr. Keith Abloh says America is facing a mental health crisis.
People emerging from the pandemic, people coping with economic pressures, people dealing with all manner of substance abuse and everything else can be literally on the edge at any time.
And there's an $80,000 reward for the capture of the suspect wanted for shooting to death 5 neighbors over a very different noise complaint. Police say 39-year-old Francisco Oropesa, who's been deported 4 times, was asked to quit target practice in his yard near Houston so that an infant could sleep. Instead, he allegedly went to his neighbor's house and shot the victims, including an 8-year-old boy trying to protect his mom.
My heart is with this 8-year-old little boy. I don't care if he was here legally. I don't care if he was here illegally. He was in my county. 5 people died in my county.
Grieving relatives of the victims gathered for a memorial service, the latest in the spate of senseless shootings over senseless reasons shaking the nation. Knocking on a door by mistake, or going down the wrong driveway, or a basketball that rolls into a front lawn.
I don't see relief in sight. Be careful.
What's up, everyone? This is Casual Talk here. A few videos back, I made a video on just being mindful of your surroundings and where you're at. There's been a higher number of senseless killing that's been happening in the beginning of 2023, and it's getting worse. The reason why I put in the title how this is alarming is because this is not something to joke about or to play around with. People's lives are on the line, and people are getting killed left and right. It's sad and unfortunate that a lot of individuals who are innocent are losing their lives over simple mistakes and things that is out of their control. After you've seen that clip, you guys could further understand why I make these type of videos. And I understand people could make comments about it, and shout out goes to the people who produced this video and uploaded it, right? I wanted to take it to show you guys this is the reality of America today. America has hundreds of problems, and deaths is just one of those things that many of us does not wish to face or come to terms with, or even go through ourselves one day. Not in this matter. Imagine you get killed just for making noise, or even telling your neighbors to turn their music down. It's like a losing situation. Now, this is the type of example on the reason why people does not really talk to their neighbors, because your neighbors will be the first ones to call the cops on you because they themselves don't trust you, or they're not trustworthy. I would lay my life with God before man. I said it many times. A neighbor is another stranger that, of course, we don't have blood connection with or real relationships with, right? And back then, it was important to even know your neighbors. So at least if something was to happen, you guys could come together for help. Now these days, you have to help yourself. It is every man for himself out here today in 2023. I have a few nice neighbors that I get along with. I talk to here and there, occasionally say hi, how you doing? And sorry about that. I'm a little tired. It's been a long week, but yeah, I have a couple of neighbors, real cool, chill people. But I have to be smart on how I interact with them, because when you get too close with certain neighbors and certain people, many instances it could lead to problems, especially if you don't know them. You're gambling with your life. I'm one of the few black individuals in my neighborhood. There's a few other people who are black who's also in my area, right? And this would affect me too. In the real world, we're going to deal with race, politics, problems, and death. But when it comes down to terms with God, he doesn't see it that way. You see, Earth is not paradise because it's not eternal. This is not forever. True paradise and eternity is with God. People should witness that death we can never evade. How I'm saying this is that there's no such thing as immortality. Only in video games and TV shows, movies, fantasy novels, you'll hear about stuff like that, or comic books about immortality or reaching a higher level of being able to live longer, preserve life. You would hear a bunch of that nonsense on television or in comic books and cartoons, right? This is just a wake up to reality. Death has no feelings or no gender or no race. Death will get anyone. And I wouldn't want to be taken out of the world because I'm just trying to mow my lawn or clean my backyard without having to hesitate and think that, oh, I might be next. I might get shot for making noise or disturbing my neighbor. Now these days you can't put your 100% trust on man and people you just don't know. Because those same neighbors could flip one day. They could be going through something and they may betray you and turn against you. Next thing you know, you lost your life. This is where we're at in America today. It's not to be funny about it. It's real. It's real out here. A lot more people are becoming more cold, more ruthless, more uneasy. They lack remorse. They don't care. Look at what happened to the girl who I spoke about, who her friends got lost. They drove on someone's driveway, and when they left, she got her life taken from her. The guy shot at the car and killed her intentionally. He wanted to shoot. If you have a gun and you're shooting at somebody, your true intent is to most of the time kill that person, not wound them. Most of the time is to kill that person. This gun violence is out of control. The rise of mental health issues is out of control. It plays to some degree to the murders. I understand that. People with mental health issues is a problem as well. But what I'm talking about is people who have sense. Then they lose it. And they feel like, you know what, I don't even care no more, man. I got nothing to lose. They end up just killing you like you're nothing, like you're garbage. This is where we're at today in this society. America is no longer land of the free like that. America's image now is land of the prison. Prison in your own mind, prisoner of social media, prisoner of the victim mentality, prisoner of a lot of things. You just got to move smart. You got to move smart out here, because if you don't move smart, you may get caught up in a situation where you're even at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's just better to avoid situations like this. And my condolences goes out to the family who was related to the individuals that lost their lives to the result of a mistake. A simple mistake that the victims didn't have to go through the trauma or the pain that they did. You can't mistake someone else's car as your own without them thinking you're breaking into their car. Even if you try to apologize, they still shoot you. This has happened not too long ago. 2 cheerleaders, true story, over a mistaken identity on a vehicle. The moment the girl was about to apologize, pop, pop. The guy didn't even want to hear it. And from all the mugshots that I see of all these men, they look like ruthless killers, cold and calculated. Like they have drama and trauma in their lives. You could see it. Do your research. It's not hard. It's just sad that this is where we're really headed to. 2024, 2025, I don't know what's going to happen. I think a lot of people need to realize your goals is not going to matter without God, because God could just take you away like these same people who got killed over a mistake, over just trying to get things done. You can't even make noise like that anymore now, really? You can't clean your lawn? It's crazy. But this is where we are today in America. And I can understand why people are moving out of here. But for people like myself, I'm praying it does get better. But it's better to just avoid the drama and just move smart. Move in stealth mode. Move like you're behind the scenes. You're not the audience. Be set apart. Move right. God didn't bless us with a brain for nothing. We have a mind. We have wisdom. Use it to your advantage so you don't go through situations like this. There's a lot of things that we could avoid more when we're on wisdom mode, other than being arrogant and ignorant, not having a sense of awareness or our surroundings. And we may be like the same individuals that lost their lives, or even worse. But this is where we are today in 2023. I don't know if it's going to get any better. But the book of Revelation from the Bible was one of the first things that popped up in my head. And you should understand why, for those of you who read some of the chapters from the book of Revelations. It talked about the last days and the end times. And I feel like we're already there. It's my belief. Only God knows. But it's getting crazier out here day by day. Casual talk here. Guys, be safe. Move smart. Mind your business. Keep to yourself, because it pays off to stay out of people's business. It really does. It really does. It could save you your life too. You have to know who to associate with, and you have to know how to move smart in these times. Because a lot of people today don't really care like that anymore. But they just don't care. They just mainly care about themselves. Peace out. Let me know what you think. Hope this video helped you, and God bless. Peace.